Hello my dear students. So welcome to chemistry entrance class. So today in this video we are going to discuss about unit 1, that is basic concepts of chemistry. We are going to discuss around 13 questions. So question number 1, the empirical formula of an acid is CH2O2. The probable molecular formula may be option 1 CH2O, option B CH2O2, option C C2H4O2, option D C3H6O4. So there are 4 options given. You have to find out the correct answer. So empirical formula is given as CH2O2. We know that to calculate the molecular formula, this is empirical formula. So empirical formula into, so that number, one whole number will be given, molecular formula so when you multiply a whole number with empirical formula, you will get the molecular formula. Okay, but here there is no option is given to calculate the whole number. The whole number n you will obtain by dividing this molecular formula by empirical formula mass. Okay, but there is no molecular mass is given. So approximately keep the number n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So apply each number. So you will get answer. If you apply 1, so what is the answer? If there is no answer comes, then go for 2. Then that also there is no answer comes, then go for 3. Anyway, you will get one correct formula. Okay, so I am going to keep if n equal to 1. So CH2O2 into 1 equal CH2O2. The same formula will come. So this is the molecular formula. Now check the option, is there CH2O, this is not correct. Now CH2O2 option is given. So option B is the right answer. Okay, so keep the value n equal to 1, 2, 3, something, that whole number. You apply one by one. First you apply 1, then if answer not comes, go to 2, then also not coming, then 3. Anyway, within these 3 numbers you will get answer. Okay students. Then second question. So now question number 2. Vapor density of a gas is 22. What is its molecular mass? Option A 33, option B 22, option C 44, option D 11. Okay. So molecular mass equal 2 into vapor density. Okay, so here what is the vapor density? 22. So the answer will be 44. Here which option? Option C is the correct answer. Okay, now question number 3. So now question number 3. 1 AMU is equal to, option A 1 by 12 of carbon 12, option B 1 by 14 of oxygen 16, 1 gram of H2, option D 1.6 into 10 power minus 23 kilogram. So you know what is the meaning of AMU? According to the definition, 1 AMU is equal to 1 by 12 of carbon 12. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Now question number 4. The sulfur forms the chlorides, namely S2Cl2 and SCl2. The equivalent mass of sulfur in SCl2 is, option A 8 gram per mole, option B 16 gram per mole, option C 64.8 gram per mole, option D 32 gram per mole. So actually the atomic weight of sulfur is 32, and In SCl2, here the valency of sulfur is 2, equal 2. So atomic weight of sulfur is 32. In ACl2 the valency of sulfur is 2. Valency means the combining power of an atom. Here sulfur the valency is 2. So equivalent mass of sulfur is equal 32 by 2 equal 16. So that answer will be option B. Okay. So equivalent mass, that is the atomic weight divided by the valency, you will get answer 16. Okay. Question number 5. In chemical scale, the relative mass of the isotopic mixture of oxygen atoms, oxygen the mass is 16, oxygen the mass is 17, oxygen the mass is 18, is assumed to be equal to, see that atomic mass of oxygen always 16, whether it is isotope or atoms, whatever may be, the atomic mass must be 60. Clear? So answer B is the right answer. Question number 6. Boron has 2 stable isotopes. One is, it has 2 stable isotopes. Isotopes, the meaning of isotope means it has same atomic number but different mass number. Here 10 and 11 are mass number, though so atomic mass. So one is boron 10, atomic mass of boron is 10, that is available 19%, and boron 11, that is available 81%. So the atomic mass that should appear for boron in the periodic table is, so here out of 100%, 19% and 81% available. So you have to take the average. Okay. So atomic mass equal, so mass 10 into 19% plus mass 11 into 81% for 100. So total 100 out of the 19 plus 81, so total 100. Okay. So here mass 19, sorry, mass 10, here 11. Now you will get the answer here 190 plus 891 divided by 100 equal 1081 divided by 100. Okay. Then final answer 10.81. Okay. So this is the final answer, option A. Clear? So take the average, you will get the answer. Clear? Question number 7. Equivalent weight of crystalline oxalic acid is option A 30, option B 63, option C 53, option D 45. So equivalent weight formula, equivalent weight equal molecular weight divided by valency. Okay. So oxalic acid formula is, molecular weight of oxalic acid formula is COOH dot 2 H2O. Okay. So here that molecular weight is 126 divided by, here valency we are taking the basicity. So acid we are saying basicity, there are 2 OH group, so basicity is 2 equal, when you divide 63 you will get the answer. Okay. So that option B is the right answer. Okay. So equivalent equal valency, instead of valency here you have to use the basicity. Okay. Basicity of this oxalic acid is 2 because 2 OH group is there. So ionizable 2 OH group, so we can say 2. So the answer will be 63. This 126 you calculate all the atoms molecular mass, you will get the answer. Okay. Next question number 8. the percentage of oxygen in NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, is, so first you have to calculate the molecular mass of NaOH, molecular mass of NaOH equal to 40. How this 40? Na plus oxygen plus hydrogen. So you apply, so here 23, sodium is 23 plus 16 plus 1, you will get 40. Okay. Now oxygen, the mass of oxygen, molecular mass of oxygen is 16. Okay. Now the percentage of oxygen is 16, sorry, the mass of molecular mass of oxygen divided by molecular mass of NaOH into 100. So 16 by 40 into 100, we will get the answer 40%. Okay. So 40%. So option A. Okay. Question number 9. Given that the abundance of isotopes Fe, that is iron 54, the atomic mass is 54, then 56, iron mass is 56, then 57 is 5%, 90% and 5% respectively. The atomic mass of iron is option A 55.85, option B 55.95, option C 55.75, option D 55.05. Here the percentage is given. This 54 is 5%, 56 90% and 57 5%. Okay. So the atomic mass of iron is, the atomic mass of iron is equal, so 5% is 54 plus 90% is 56 plus again 5% is 57. This were out of 100. Okay. So even after calculating, you will get the answer 55.95. You check with your calculator, you will get the answer. So option B is the right answer. Clear? Question number 10. 1 mole of CH4 contains option A 6.02 into 10 power 23 atoms of hydrogen, option B 4 gram atoms of hydrogen, option C 1.81 into 10 power 23 molecules of CH4, option D 3.0 gram of carbon. See, 1 mole of CH4. So CH4, here you can say out of CH4 1 mole of carbon and 4 mole of hydrogen, that is the meaning. Okay. So 1 mole of carbon, then 1 mole of 4 hydrogen atom. So 1 mole of carbon, 1 mole of 4 hydrogen atoms. So what is the mass of hydrogen? Hydrogen mass is only 1 gram. So 4 into 1 gram, it will be 4 gram. So option B is the right answer. 4 gram atoms of hydrogen. Clear? Question number 11. The total number of electrons in one molecule of carbon dioxide is. The formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So carbon, what is the atomic number? Carbon atomic number is 6. Oxygen atomic number is 8. Okay. So here number of electrons in carbon equal to 6. Number of electrons in oxygen is 8. Okay. So 6 plus 2 into 8 equal 6 plus 16, you will get 22 electrons. Okay, so 22 option A is the right answer. Okay, question number 12. Under the same conditions, two gases have the same number of molecules. They must, so this is the Avogadro law. So it has equal volume. So under the same conditions, two gases have equal volume. So if they have equal volume, they have same number of molecules. Clear? Now question number 13. This is your last question today. The number of electrons in a mole of hydrogen molecule. The number of electrons in a 1 mole of hydrogen molecule, that is 6.02 into 10 power 23 number of electrons. Okay, actually 1 mole of anything equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23. This is Avogadro's number. Clear? Okay students, hope you understood all the questions today. It was very easiest question, very simple questions. So hope you understood all the questions. So we will meet some more questions in the next video. Thank you very much.